max. Their half and our half is equal, about just shy of 8,000. And then that went to your all's fireman. It's in here, Chief. Our half goes direct to the pension fund, the new pension fund in that account. And I think that was it. Other than just from own notes, looking at our insurance, VA. Most people don't realize how much that eats us up. 40,000. That's just 1 month, wasn't it? 1 month for medical insurance. So that's all I had. Any other council members have any questions or anything about the invoices? Hearing no more, we've reviewed these. Entertain a motion to send to full council the payment of $184,870.91.
Make a motion, we send full council amount of $184,870.91 for approval.
Second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And our next is resolution to the carryover for your 2020. It's the carryover from 1819 into our 1920 budget. And you've got the information for that. If you look through it, the first at the top, and we'll ask Connie for some guidance here in a moment. The first at the top, we had predicted we'd have a carryover of 230,933, and instead it's increased. We had a total carryover of $984,808. So before we get into the other things about it, we're just very thankful for that. And part of it is to credit those on the Finance Council, but the majority of it comes to the mayor and clerk's department. Because, I mean, we can approve things, but it's the day-to-day operations, keeping on track, and clerk's office collecting, and mayor's with department heads to not overspend. And so, and if you look through your budget, we've got everything on last year's budget corrected as well, so everything's 100% or less categories. But just take a moment to thank everybody involved in that. We're very fortunate to have the revenue also. It's not just we have to watch our spending, you also have to have revenue. So we're thankful for the revenue. And later when we get to that, Connie can show us there are some areas of revenue that were a little higher than projected. So we're very thankful for that. But again, just take a moment to thank everybody involved, from mayor, clerk, department heads, and the finance committee to work through that. So that's your carryover. And again, we needed part of that, the 200, around 285, but to balance everything out. But then you see on your paper proposed how to split the carryover, because we have to assign these things. So you see contingency had been zero, and it's proposed that we make contingency $453,815. And to give you an idea, last year we were over done. Also, contingency had about $403,413. So we most of the year held on to it, and there at the very end used it on a couple, like a truck, and a couple capital things, not day to day. Then Parks and Recs, an increase of 60, and Mayor, that's proposed for HVAC system, is that correct?
The air conditioning in the rec center, some other improvements.
You happy?
Okay, when it's
and again, as we go through this list, as the clerk and mayor point out, they're basically all capital things. We're not building on that for future things, because you don't know if you'll have it from year to year. So it's one-time things, such as the air conditioner at the rec, City Hall. That was
the electrical, upgrade for the failing electrical supply coming in.
Which is, we know, is a fire hazard. Street construction, of course, we've been working with that, just trying to get more paving and things done. Aging, some of that was awning, some other things. Flooring, council.
We've had someone come in and do an estimate to heal up the old tile and put down final tile. Based on that, we'll put on the agenda next time to put that out to receive bids. So that we have the
And the clerk, we discussed this last meeting, and maybe more of this, Connie, but I know we discussed at the mayor's bench, reflect this about all your IT, your software, so it has to be updated. If you remember the last meeting, they're still running on a lot of computers. Windows, is it 7?
Mm-hmm.
Which is
actually versus on XP.
yeah, that's ancient. So That's, and were there other items, was that the main item? Because that is a,
That'll be enough.
yeah, costly.
No,
And then other buildings, 50,000 in capital improvements there. You know, one thing I just have a question, it looks like it's just a change from police to communication adjustment, but on that 37.
if you look at your budget that we sent in, that's what I give you,
Yep.
we didn't have, we had 0 in communication,
Okay,
That was,
but we had it in the police department.
okay, so it's just a
So
change.
I want to get it to the right,
So it's a clarification of line items.
she was doing what I asked her to do, the dispatch at police, and police is 701, and dispatch is 711.
711.
So she did what I asked her to do,
Okay.
so now we gotta undo that.
Then the other increase is storm sewer, which we understand what that's for, as well, 30,000 for infrastructure. So the total 700, the difference $753,815. Any questions from this committee for the mayor or the clerk on the adjustment? Any questions from other council members?
I feel down the road, we're going to probably have to put a bit more money into insurance. I thought about that over the weekend. So but we got plenty of time to do any kind.
You're talking property liability or both?
But, well, we just got an insurance line
Okay.
altogether. We didn't put enough money in there, we didn't put enough as well to spend last year. So to cover everything, medical, liability, everything.
Any other questions? Entertain a motion to send to full council this recommended adjustment in the budget.
I'll make a motion to send the full council the resolution to approve the budget adjustment to reconcile the balance carried over.
Seconded.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you all. And come to Scott now, a couple trucks, 2008 GMC. You see your amount there, and you've got your detailed estimate, $2,276.77. Any
Those
questions?
garbage trucks.
One of them's a dump truck, the other one's a garbage truck.
Any questions for Scott? See the bid and all the details on it. We have a motion to approve the repairs on this truck then, at $2,276.77 to, it's a long name, it's called Trusted Fleet Service.
Make a motion to make repairs to the 2008 GMC truck in the amount of $2,276.77 by trustee.
Second.
No discussion. Favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And then the next one, this is the first one's the garbage truck, Scott, and the O2 dump
Yes.
truck. So you see a dump truck, and again, you have your estimate, $2,774.97 to the same Trusted Fleet Service. You get any questions for Scott?
2002, it's a dump truck. Is it?
Right, I'm sorry, the first one's a dump truck, the second one's the garbage.
Okay. Good. If it was gonna be the dump truck, that's why it would be cheaper than the, but it's the garbage truck.
You can put your truck's expensive.
Well, we have the 2002, we're in 2019. I just wondered if it was a dump truck. That's what-
Any other questions? Okay, motion to approve this repair to the 2002 GMC truck, $2,774.97.
I make a motion to repair the 2002 GMC truck for $2,774.
Second.
The discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And the next two items we put out for bid, Westmoreland Drive and the Oak Chestnut Street drains. And you had two bids for both TLC Contracting and Benchmark Construction. And as we looked through these, there was vast differences. It averaged about Benchmark was around about 300% of what TLC Contracting is. So both of them. We'll start with first, Westmoreland Drive. You have your estimate, you have your description of the scope of work. And that bid is $8,880. Again, that's the lowest is to TLC contract. Any questions for the building inspector? You handle this, and you collect bids. Any
We know
questions?
that TLC,
Yeah, he's done work for us. He did he's on the church property.
How come there's such a big price difference? I mean, that's
Well, because benchmarks, scale and TLC's
not
a
even
little guy.
Okay. I know we use TLC, or use them all the time, right?
Yeah, they're good.
When they did the March Road form,
He did Mark Road, he's been working on the church forever. He does
Sounds
something.
good, yeah, remember, just big number. Big, sure it is.
Any other questions?
I have a curiosity question. Did you solicit bids from that benchmark, or did they apply to?
When I put it out, if I know contractors that are generally be interested, I'll do them, either call them or mail them a letter.
Okay.
I post it on the board out front, post it in the office, and I put it in the newspaper.
Okay.
And then usually there's construction company, well, not construction company, there's bid companies that gather all the bid information and then they disperse it also. So they'll take my newspaper ad and send it to all their people. But those are generally union companies and they're gonna be like benchmark. They're gonna be, 300 or 400% higher than a local guy. And these aren't huge jobs. These are digging a ditch and putting the pipe in.
And that's the other side. Some of the large companies don't even want a small job, so they'll overbid it to not get the job. And that's all it's.
Oh, yeah, I mean, they're gonna throw you a bid out there, and if you'll pay it, they'll pay it.
They know you won't because they want a big job. They got too many big jobs to worry about a small job. Any other questions for the building inspector? Motion to approve this bid, first one, Westmoreland Drive, for $8,880 to TLC contract.
make a motion to accept the bid from Westmoreland Drive, $8,880 to TLC contracting to Cole Council.
Second.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And then you, again, as we mentioned, the same, we've got the two bids again, TLC for that Oak Chestnut Street storm drain. And the TLC bid was $7,400. The competing bid was $18,450. So again, any questions? I think we've about covered them, but any questions for you? A motion to approve this bid also for $7,400. You see your address there, 118, across from 118 Oak Street.
I make a motion to accept the bid from Oak Chestnut Storm Drain in the amount of $7,400 for TLC contracting to Cole Council.
Second.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We'll drop down to the clerk's reports.
If you all want to go look at that job before they do it, across the 118, there's a storm in. So you start there, drop over the bank, through the field, and hit the stop, and drop in with the next street. So we're on 173 feet.
with,
Straight down.
with some holes that'll swallow a kid.
Yeah, I will literally walk through when I'm thinking, it's smaller than deer, right?
No, there's only one come up to my neighbor, and I wonder for.
Did you kill it, Scott?
And man, it was dead when I found it, I was thinking.
We'll go next to the clerk's report and thank Connie and her office. We've each got a budget notebook now. To keep everybody on track. And she has several things for us. First is your final budget of 18-19. Final short budget collecting through June 30. As we mentioned earlier, a couple things. We were fortunate in utility tax. We were up 91,000 on that. Gross sales tax up 103%, so you're up around 20,000. Our 1% sales tax, we were able to meet projections about 67,000. Building permits, if you remember this past year, we made an adjustment to the building process. And you predicted that would generate revenue, and it has. So thank you for that. And also, what are IRPs?
International, interstate some regional patrol or something.
It's money, we'll
It's
take
got
it.
to, it's got to do with that.
Interstate regional program.
Okay. That was up
Something to do with interstate.
significantly from what we predicted coming into the year. And also, you notice on your refuse collection, we had struggled so much. It's actually a little above projections. And separate from that, the mayor's given each of us a copy of what the new bill should look like starting in October, or a rough draft of it, showing your $30 per customer. But our collections on it were better than expected slightly. So anything else on the revenue side, Connie?
Yeah, we did it.
Property taxes, for some reason, were down from last year. It's possible that they'll, the actual, when we closed out the year, they were down for cleanup in other areas. So we may end up getting an infusion, when people pay late taxes, they get us.
This month,
This
this year.
Probably this quarter.
Okay. On our expense side, if you went through and looked at everything that was over budget, we adjusted and used other areas that were under. And there were several departments that were just well up to begin with, but everything is 100% or under to keep us balanced and turn into the state. So we've got all that done. Any questions for the clerk or anything you need to point out to us, Connie, on the expense side? It's just our final, everything reconciled for the end of the year. Thank the clerk and her office for that. And again, back to the day-to-day operation of the mayor and clerk and department heads to keep things on track, and then be able to finance, but especially the day-to-day to try to keep that balanced. And then which do you want to go?
That's what's in the bank,
So that's your balance sheet.
as of this evening. So our general fund is way back up. It was getting down pretty low there. It's down to 400 at the end of June.
That's when you finish the year, everything cleared up.
Right, which I like, you know, everything. Paid off.
The historical society, is it even active or is it not active?
It's not active right now, but we've been putting things, Kathy and I have been putting things out on the internet, website, Facebook about. In January, we want to start amassing a centennial celebration committee. So at that point, probably we'll be more active.
I want to be able to use to do something that we don't want the man named Tom.
It was, yeah, Tom and Barbara and, Hill, Nancy Hill.
No, I just didn't know.
And I think Chief's on that one.
I was years ago. You've never been removed.
You've never been removed?
You're still on that board.
I thought it was hard. No, you serve until you're replaced.
It
Either
only
one man
expires,
show.
it only expires when you expire.
Make a quick call or text or whatever.
I just.
Yeah.
Any questions for the clerk on our accounts? And again, we always remind you, even though she marks them out, basically everything else anyone wants to see, that's fine, but this one you need to be cautious on count. If somebody could figure out our account numbers, just use wisdom in there.
And then next council meeting, I'll have all the, well, everything that's in the book that I gave you is at the end of June.
Okay. And in this, again, if you look through your book, there is our budgets and what we turn into the state, the copies of them, and all those, and then you've got tabs to go through month by month.
Yeah,
Also, you've got your idea of payroll, which is handy because you always have with you, you have this notebook to check back.
if you don't want another notebook, well, you might probably have a notebook probably at home. Get rid of it, put your monthly, and I'll try to remember to punch holes in them so that you can stuff in there. Because the machine will, I think, do
No, thanks.
that makes it wonderful.
We did now that we've made the after opinion passes council week, we get a new budget with those adjustments then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I know the short budget will.
yes, I'll give you a new budget, so okay.
Anything else? for us?
No.
I was just gonna make one comment, when you look at the,
Bank balances.
this schedule of accounts that we have, everybody just needs to be reminded, we're just one catastrophe away from being bankrupt. It looks like a lot of money, but, just like when the storm sewer failed in front of the bank, I believe that was $350,000, to fix that storm sewer. So, you know, it may seem like a lot of money, but there again, you know, if we don't have some money set aside in safety fund, then, you know,
Well, that's right.
we can be in a really bad situation.
There's several areas board that, thinking of following.
Yeah. Our general, is that Florida?
Garnet, we have one on Garnet, we have one on Kearney Court, going into
Yeah.
TLC, and then the one up on Lower Midway, which is not ours, but we keep calling the highway department about getting something done with it. You know, we have three pretty good size.
Taylor Road too.
Yeah, Taylor has got some indications of some good ones.
Is there any way we could start getting bids on, so as just to look at it and see what it's really gonna cost?
So we've already gotten those.
Good cry.
I think Garnet was a little over $200,000.
So we get a price from TLC on them?
No, it's,
But that's too big for anyone.
That was driving pylons down into bedrock, backfill. We'd be better off closing the road down.
Yeah. Because we wait in this Steve Arnett's mom's hat.
We close it just so she can turn right in her driveway.
and the one over on Kearney Court was about $160,000.
Wow.
And when you start driving piling and case on it and stuff, it's just, you have to bring a very big, huge crane in and drive the piling down to the tubes. It's just,
As the mayor mentioned, keep in mind how much things cost, infrastructure, and also even if it looks like a lot, that's only a few weeks of reserves. I think we're day-to-day operating, so you got to keep that in mind. To the average citizen, no offense, but the average citizen, it looks like a lot of money because they're thinking $100,000 in your budget or something along those lines. It's just a drop in the bucket of the overall budgets. Anything else? Any questions for Tom? Mayor, I know you've got this, Chair, anything else?
we have some time if you all want to come back in the office, we can do a fast demo on open up, show you what they've done.
Now, it's not an executive session.
So the door will be
The
open.
door will be open.
Anybody can come in and bid in.
So just, so if the room starts, we're not back in there deciding anything. We can go in there, the door will be open, and we can come back out and adjourn once we're done. It's a demonstration of Open Go, it's a full name program, Open Go programs. We'll get into, and not only council, but anybody, whoever wants to come or can fit the office key.
So we'll see it again. You tired of seeing it? You got to come in.
What are we looking at this year? Two programs. Well, state you program. Something like that. There's great days. Looks like you did.
I am with you, that's good.
Did you finally get it to come on?
Yeah.
That thing to load up.
My wife, she's on there.
Well, there you go, you see it too.
Last time we all said this, but last time was 14 and 10.
So they go watch it again.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey,
Oh, what's the rate of do like for something else?
How are you?
yeah, I got like 7 dates already.
No, you go
Hello.
out and take
Hello.
this.
Did you get my email? I did, thank you very much.
These are both basically, this is, we were pull out the old habit.
And it flew off, and it's going to hit people's cars, we took it back and we had, when they didn't have those, we canceled the license week with it, and it's around 1%. Oh, I mean, Daniel, yeah, it is. I'm gonna go punch them out, just turn the GPS location. He started himself telling everybody that we in the mowed the grass, and shoved the grass out in the middle of the street, there, just 15.
Well, I see your one.
We didn't. Then he turned around and wanted to know why we were paving private property. It's not his business. But, well, I mean, it's 10, 15 pounds of blacktop. Yeah. He came up to my house, supposedly working for the real estate company. I was taking pictures of my house. I said, it's not your business. I said, oh, I was in uniform. I said, let me tell you what's my business.
Yeah, this one up here, this one is, this
Kind
kind
right behind me.
two houses in front.
What happened to it?
We're gonna have to take the walls out, regrade the yards.
Well, yeah, look at the people.
They're on both the pavement. They're the ones that said, we don't want the walls high, we'd rather just have the grade out. So I'll make sure that we know that. The other one is just a temporary construction easement, but I don't know how to get around
Yeah, I didn't get a chance. I had to run back again. I got off back, they served one at a place of business, I turned around and drive straight. Okay. Well, drive the expensive car down. Yeah, that doesn't stop people.
I know, you gotta see, make them.
Steve, how you doing, my friend?
No, we run up the driveway off the front.
Years ago. So you were going Friday? Yeah, right. Well, I'll tell you, what is the matter?
We got one. You think I have it done by Thursday or So bring the gravel in.
I'm gonna be gone, make sure they get it. 4 inches of gravel.
It's very well, you look at changing things.
Salt bin is, we're not getting it. I've got a guy.
I guess we can go ahead and do that.
Well, it would be water level. Right up. That's not all. All of our history is here now. But they bought a show. Okay. Well, probably. And we might.
Getting all set up?
That was not doing that.
How you doing? Monkey dog.
And what about the lots? Have you sold any lots yet?
As soon as I get some information from Steve.
You want a couple? Make you a deal, buy one, get one free.
Well,
We'll get you 12.
I'm not really interested in that. I'm wondering why they haven't sold it.
No,
Because nobody else is interested, everybody takes the same what you do.
We got a guy who wants about the one that's on Ford, one that's got Ford, for the house.
What about the one on Dunbar Avenue?
Ford up.
No, it wasn't for the house.
Yeah.
Well, it might have been,
Somebody's sitting there.
Oh, 19th of March. The one beside Terry, the one beside Terry.
I don't want to sit as far as back as what the chairs go. I'll be too much in their way.
Route 25, the one over the hill, by near the Stop and Shop, that's a swamp.
Bill.
The whole thing is a flood. Well, down there, tell me that swamp.
You talking about the one by the tutors, right before you get to tutors?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that one was a snafu in the clerk's office, and she didn't pay the taxes, and it got sold for taxes again. And the guy called us and wanted us to pay him $10,000 to buy my house. And then he was saying something about we tore the house down illegally, which we didn't, so. But if he paid for it, he can have it.
I wrote a letter.
$10,000.
Okay, there's two.
Yeah, no, please.
Okay, it's on the end. Park myself here.
They already understand.
Keep it
I
on.
mean, he gets deep, which I guess he can. Hey, that's it. We only. We did, but we paid the sanitary, so it was only about $2,000. Probably, yeah. I mean, okay, we got rid of an hour.
There you go.
I just go park behind you.
Oh, that's okay, you can, yeah, right, you can sit right there next to
Which part?
Yes. How are you?
I kept looking to see if the lights were on inside. Nobody was on it. There's lights and
Or near that building?
Just sitting right there. We got
Hey, Bill.
How you doing?
Good, how about yourself?
Yeah, I think one day.
We'll have your attention for just a moment, please. We are still in session. It's not an executive session. We announced it was open to the public. Anybody want to go into the mayor's office to look at a demonstration of OpenGov software? And it's something that the mayor and clerk's office and our county are working on to upload. And once it's complete, you'll be able to go in, any citizen can go in and look at financial records of our city. And once it is complete and active, you'll be able to look at month to month. Everything will be uploaded at the end of the month once it's reconciled. So we've had our business part of the meeting, but that was part of it. We went there, still in session, but it was open to the public. Nothing was decided, just looking at the screen. And so we come back now to adjourn. Motion to adjourn. Thank you, Ms. Attorney, to Boston Council.
Nice to meet you.